the routes are terrible. I think they run terrible routes, and I've thought that beyond this year. And I think CeeDee's got to improve in his route running. And as a quarterback, if you're not certain where guys are going to be consistently, it's hard to play the position. And so that's what I see. I see guys lazy coming off the line of scrimmage. Sometimes they run. Usually if they do, it's because they're anticipating they're going to get the football in that play. But if they're not, they don't, and it all ties together. And so,
yeah, for me to address those comments, I don't, because they don't carry any weight with me. I watch all the tape. I get to go to the meetings. I'm at practice. I'm part of the games, so I have a clear understanding of what and where. And in Troy's statement in particular, I don't agree with the word selection, but there is definitely need for improvement in every position. Not just one position that he commented on. So,
man, Troy, whatever he think he know outside the building, that's his opinion. But in this, we all in here together. We just trying to be better and do what we do to get a win.
Man, all I gotta say is I sincerely hope that the Cowboys come out and put foots to 49ers behinds on Sunday night. Because if not, it's about to be some Dallas Cowboys and some coaches that's gonna have a long next couple of weeks. Let's get right into it, because KaVontae Turpin and Mike McCarthy, they wasn't having what Troy Aikman was selling. And I'm going to be real. Unless this is the Dallas Cowboys heel turn where y'all truly say F the world and y'all take that same mentality, that same spunk that y'all got in the responses to Cowboys 3-time Super Bowl champion Troy Aikman, unless y'all taking that same mentality onto the field and y'all about to levy some of that punishment against the opponents, this was not the right move, y'all. This was not the right move. But before we get into that, shout out to our sponsors, BetUS, America's favorite sports book, for sponsoring this particular episode of the Dak Attack Show. Now, the Cowboys open up as 5.5-point underdogs against the San Francisco 49ers in Santa Clara, and you can bet with BetUS any type of way you want on this Cowboys game. Whether you want to take the over-under, the money line, bet on a parlay, whatever you want to do, BetUS has the widest variety of options available for betting on your favorite NFL games, including that Cowboys and 49ers matchup. Again, be sure to bet responsibly, and shout out to BetUS for sponsoring this video. But now, let's get into it, because KaVontae Turpin and Mike McCarthy, they gonna need to strike gold on the bets that their mouths just placed. So like y'all heard KaVontae Turpin say at the beginning of the episode, he wasn't buying what Troy Aikman had to say about CeeDee Lamb. And while I get it, while I understand why the players, of course, they're not gonna come out here and be like, yeah, we agree with Troy. CeeDee has been lazy coming off the line of scrimmage. He has been running terrible routes. Of course the players aren't going to come out and say that. Of course the head coaches are going to come out and say that. But you know what they could say? Nothing. No comment. That's Troy's opinion. We know we have the work on here inside the building. Next question. You didn't have to throw in whatever Troy Aikman think he fake. No, you ain't have to throw that in, KaVontae Turpin. That's what's going to get the fan base on your behind, bruh, because Troy Aikman has literally been winning Super Bowls since before you were born, my guy. He was literally playing the game at the highest level in the midst of a dynasty before you were born, KaVontae Turpin. And that success in Dallas has gotten Troy Aikman the leeway to say whatever he wants to say. As if that wasn't enough, this man has been immersed in the world of football. He has been one of the most studious football personalities on national television for the better part of the last couple of decades, bro. So certain battles ain't the ones you want to fight. If anybody knows what they're looking at as it pertains to football, it's Troy Aikman. I understand why you would come to the defense of your teammate, bro, but you got to be careful with how you're responding to things, because that type of stuff will make Cowboys fans start looking at you sideways, because now you're not showing respect to the teams that actually built the Cowboys culture. And I get it if he said some out-of-pocket, super disrespectful stuff, but bro, he was asked a very specific question. And to Mike McCarthy, let's move it to Mike. I don't want to hammer KaVontae, y'all. I don't want to hammer our guy, bro. I want to try to let him make it. I'm just reporting the news. I'm following up on some content I had already placed out here as well, bro. I reported on the story initially, so I want to go ahead and follow through with the rest of the reporting of the story. So that's why I'm talking to y'all about their responses to what Troy had to say. I'm not just going to put out what Troy had to say and then not put their responses out, but their responses didn't do them any favors, bro. There was ways they could have came out of this and people be like, yeah, I like that mentality. Take the criticism, keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if neither KaVontae Turpin or Big Mike respond to this the right way. But either way, bro, I just don't know if that's the fight that you want to pick, especially when everyone can see it. It's not just Troy Aikman. It's like, it's very clear to a lot of people that know the game and that are watching the game. It's very clear that at times the level of effort isn't there, or either that or guys don't know what they're supposed to be doing, so it's making them think too much, and it looks like they're not giving the level of effort they need because they're too slow getting to their spots, or they're too slow getting into the play, whatever it may be. But either way, Big Mike, to sit there and say, I don't hold what Troy Aikman says in any kind of regards, especially seeing that this is the very same press conference that you sat there and said, these guys bring great energy. Their work ethic is high. GPS is a good monitor. It gives you an idea of your workload capacity. So again, relying on analytics instead of your damn eyes. He said the GPS outputs from this group are higher than 2022 and 2023 Cowboys teams. That means that's another failure on you as a coach. If you got some fancy system implemented, Big Mike, to where you can see how much work guys are putting into what they're doing. You can literally see how much effort they're putting into their craft, and you're not redirecting that effort into the correct places. Isn't that a failure of coaching, bruh? If you see that they're giving the effort, but then you go and say, that tells you that the effort and energy is there, but the detail and attention needs to go up. Aren't you the one that's in charge of the detail and attention, Big Mike? That's going to be a big part of what they address going forward. We are not as detailed in a number of areas on our football team. This is still Big Mike's quote, which is normal for any football team that I've ever coached or been a part of. The biggest thing to come out of this is we need to spend more time in group settings. What? Big Mike, did you just come out here and say, nonchalantly, like it was just normal and something that a coach would come out there and casually say, did you just come out and say that teams that you coach, teams that you're a part of, they're never just on point with details? They're never on point with the small things that actually lead to success? Did you just come out and say that that's normal, bro? That they're not as detailed in a number of areas on the football team? That's normal for teams that you're a part of to experience that, bro? Did you really just come out there and say that? Like it was cool, Big Mike? Oh, all I gotta say is y'all better go crazy against the 49ers, bro, because I am giving y'all my last ounce of delusional positivity this week. I'm going to hope that y'all gonna come in, pride's wounded, bye week to get fresher, bye week to kind of go back and see what didn't work and be like, hey, this didn't work, let's change it. I'm giving y'all a benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to lead as a fan one last time this season before I strictly put my analyst hat on, my objectivity hat on, and tell y'all what this team needs to do on a very, 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 very real note. If they come out and get embarrassed, I'm going to have to just strictly go objectivity and just stop leading with my fan, because at that point I'm going to be up here just lying to y'all. This is my last time, strictly because of, bro, they've been embarrassed multiple times. People are calling them out. They're feeling the heat. They're 100% feeling the heat. Jerry snapping in the meat. They're 100% feeling the heat. This is the Cowboys' gut check time. This is their nut check time, y'all. This is to see if they got any, yo. This is to see if they got any of this, any heart. This is that moment, bruh. If you come out and you roll over and you get just completely steamrolled and you out there looking like you just hopeless again, bruh, there's no more benefits of the doubts. There's no more looking at these games as a fan and trying to, keep up positivity for y'all as a fan. You know what I'm saying? Just make being a fan fun. There's no more of that. I gotta put my objective analyst hat on and look at this team for exactly what the hell it is. Because if y'all do that again, if y'all roll over after y'all have been utterly embarrassed for the first part of this season, if y'all roll over again, bro, it's very obvious what this team is made of. And Big Mike, you're going to be at the head of that. You're at the head of that. You have an issue with people when they call out specific issues with your team instead of just being like, hey, that's Troy. He's won a lot of football in this league. He's been around this league for a long time. I'm sure he knows what he's seeing. We have details we need to work out in this building. It's not just CeeDee, obviously. All of us, all 53, including the coaches, we all got stuff that we have to get better in. That's how you stick up for your player without kind of snapping at Troy to try to almost make it seem like his opinion doesn't matter, because his opinion does matter, man. He knows what he's looking at, bro. And if somebody's telling you what the issue is, all it is someone holding up a mirror to you and let you know you got boogers in your nose, bro. People that really love you, they're not going to let you go to that interview or go on that date with a booger in your nose, bro. They're going to show you the mirror and be like, hey, get that. All we doing is saying, hey, get that. KaVontae, y'all are not in position to be going back and forth with old school Cowboys, with historic Cowboys. Y'all not, bro. Those dudes have earned the right to say what they gonna say, bro. They have. None of us out here can tell them to shut the heck up, because at the end of the day, they did what they were supposed to do, what they signed up for do. They fulfilled their obligations to us as fans, bro. So they can say what they want to say. Y'all, it's up to y'all. It's up to y'all to shut them up, bro. But saying stuff to fans, saying stuff to old players, you know, getting snippy with us on social media and all that, man, that stuff is getting old, bro. It's getting old. How about y'all get snippy with the dudes on the field, bro? Stop letting dudes throw y'all around and ragdoll you. Stop doing that, bro. That's the mirror. Hit that booger, bro. We still same old Cowboys.
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still them boys? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still them boys. Hey! Woo! Oh, shut up, my boy. Hey! I'm still them boys.